So my name's Clayton Duguid. I'm the president and CEO of 314 Pure Cannabis. We're a craft cannabis LP located in Crossville, Alberta. Our markets right now are in Western Canada, so we're in British Columbia, Alberta, and Saskatchewan, and we're moving into Manitoba and Ontario. I think the cannabis market is maturing as it's evolving, and I think the products are evolving in quality today, and I think the market demands that. Packaging is one of the most important things in our processing. That is one thing we're working on automating and always consistently growing and tweaking. So currently 314 has two machines, two packaging lines from Waypack. We have our bagging machine, which is our Swifty Mini, and our Primo scale. Basically with the Waypack machine, we've been able to package our product in 3.5 and 7 gram bags flawlessly. And our Swifty bagger machine, and this is what we do with that is we actually package in our 3.5 gram, and we use this bag for our 7 gram and our 3.5 gram. It comes out sealed just like this. We're ready to go. It actually seals the package at the end, weighs it, scales it, and all we have to do is tax stamp it at the end of the day.
So what we're seeing here is our resealable childproof bag run through the Swifty bagger mini. It's actually coming through, opening the suction cups, open the bag, it inserts 3.5 grams of product into the machine, comes over here, heat seals the bag, spits it out. So we do approximately 15 bags a minute with this machine at 3.5 grams. We have different recipes on our scale system here, and we can run 3.5 to 7 grams in the same bag.
So the Primo Combi uses 3 bright, big digital screens. There's digital mode, which displays the target weight that was just dispensed. There's graphic mode that uses a color scheme to show the operator at what status the scale is in, whether there's enough product, just enough product, or too much product coming through the scale. And then also there's camera mode that shows and displays the product coming through. Another great feature of the Primo Combi HMI is the cycle history. So it displays the target weight on what was dispensed along with how many heads was used to make that cycle.
So what we have here is our pre-check analyzer in the center of the machine. What this does is this takes the scale weight, brings it down, the scale weight's accurate, but it brings it in here to pre-checks within 5 to 10%, whatever we set our tolerance to. If it doesn't hit weight here, it rejects it into this scale pan here, into this pan, and then it comes down the bag and then insert into the bag when it hits its weight.
We like the Waypack machine because the Waypack machine allows us to scale. We can take the Waypack machine and replace the Swifty Mini, and we can actually install a Swifty regular machine, which will actually increase our productivity. The Primo scale is accurate up to 1/10 of a gram. Our specs on that weight test is 10%, so we have to check the bags. We do a double check. We weigh every 100th bag to make sure we're hitting that scale and that mark. We have spot inspections by Health Canada. We also are checked and cross-checked with our provincial regulated bodies and the provinces that stay within that 10% range, so it's very important. If we had a scale wrong or a weight wrong, we would get a full recall on that SKU. That could be upwards of $50,000 to $100,000 depending on the size of the order. It's very easy, it's very interchangeable, it's easy to adapt. The machine is built to do different things. The scale can be used for a bottling line, it can be used for a different size bagging line. It's very flexible. Our company started out, 80% of the product that we're shipping out to market was flower. 25% was pre-rolls. We've now seen a maturity happen in the market where the market has been pushing for higher quality pre-rolls, and we were able to pivot into a lot of SKUs into our higher quality pre-roll market. We were able to source out machines. We were looking for a machine that was able to handle the volume and capacity, and we were able to source out a machine from Waypack, the JuanaRoller, and it was able to bring us the capacity we needed to launch our new product lines in Canada. It definitely brought us new innovations. So working with them on the pre-roll machine, on the bagging attachments, definitely working with them on now product packing. So working on loading our pre-roll packages, conveyors, increasing our productivity in our bagging machines, like larger bagging machines. Lots of different ideas. The Paxium service team took over from there, booked our appointment, showed up once the machine was shipped on site. We set the machine up for them. Once the machine was set up, they showed up with their tech, got the machine running, took about 3 days, and then they trained us for 7 days on operation of the machine, ran lots of runs to the machine, make sure we were very comfortable with the machine before they left. They had remote log on, and they could access our machine from anywhere in the province to help us out with any problems we're having. Want to see the JuanaRoll machine? Let's check it out. So what we did, and one of our successes of with this machine, is keeping the temperature and humidity low, and the machine will work flawlessly. So here we're looking at the machine right now. We're doing a 0.4 of a gram pre-roll. The machine is loading the cones into the block. It blows a shot of air in to make sure the pre-roll paper is loaded correctly. It rolls into the next stage where it's going to load the cannabis into the machine, into the pre-roll. The cannabis is loaded exactly 0.4 of a gram into each pre-roll paper. And you can see here on the screen, it's hitting every level. Green means it's hitting within tolerance. It then packs the cone, moves to the next stage, checks it, does another double pack, and then it moves into our twisting attachment. We twist and we trim. And you can see over here, as we come through, we're twisting and trimming, and 8 pre-rolls at a time.
So this machine runs 3,000 pre-rolls an hour.
To be automated like this is fantastic, because prior to this we were all manual hand lines and we were rolling about 400 joints an hour, and now we've done that by 1,000 times. Yeah, so it's nice to have this production here where we can pump out a lot of volume in a short amount of time. And the upgrades that the guys made, you know, we've talked back and forth with Paxium on what we've seen with the machine and how the machine operates, and the guys have been receptive to that information and taking it into account whenever they made their new upgrades and whatnot as well. So,
and they can log on remotely.
They can log on remotely and make our system upgrades to our 2.0 upgrade just through Wi-Fi or direct line.
You can see the detail and precision, but these right here, the cannabis is loaded in. Scott will load the cannabis in. It goes through here, it civils through, and it weighs in these little buckets inside there. As it weighs, it hits those scaled targets, those marks, so every time it goes through, it's weighing every single pre-roll individually, and it hits within tolerance. Scott sets the tolerance here to weigh within 5%. So when it hits the tolerance, it puts it in the cone, packs it, and it actually weighs that exact amount at the other end. So at the end of the day, we know that there's been 25,432 pre-rolls made that day, and they've hit all their target weights. So we know the exact count of pre-roll. I don't think there's any other machine that does that in the market. Yeah. So as you can see on the screen here, we've got a full target run here, eight channels. And you can see here all the way down here, there's 12 sections here. We've hit target weight on every single one. So we're hitting target weight on every pre-roll, and we're doing about 50 pre-rolls a minute here. And we're exact scaled and exact pre-roll at the end of the day will be on the screen here. So today we've done a total of 8,005 pre-rolls to date that hit the weight and scaled out the door. So we can keep track of inventory with the machine, we can keep track of weight, and we have 0 waste on this.
It's the Rolls Royce of pre-rolls. And it's true, it is actually the Rolls Royce of pre-rolls. When you can get the accuracy like this out of this machine, and you get production running through here, and we get the pre-rolls, it is the Rolls Royce for Canada, for sure.
It's nice to be able to use actual real flower. It flows through the machine, whereas a lot of the other machines are not capable of doing what this is.
So that's good. The big thing is, like Scott mentioned, is we're able to use real flour. So we grind real flour, we're not using any shake product, and we're actually to put that real flour, sticky product through this machine, and it can take that pre-roll, and that's what makes that better quality pre-roll. Be able to run that better product. So when we were investigating the pre-roll machines in the market, we definitely went to every manufacturer, and we noticed that definitely a lot of supply out there. When we got to the Waypack and Paxium group, we noticed that the quality was there, the quality of the manufacturing of the machine. We didn't get to see the machine run at full capacity, but when we saw the quality, we made the decision on that quality and the timing to pull the trigger on that machine. We're actually working on our edibles lineup right now. So we're working on manufacturing our gummies and our chocolates. So we're working with Paxium Group on that as well. We're thinking going with the Primo Combi scale again with a different bottling lineup. It could be in a bottle, it could be in a bag, but it would be in a different room. It's very important that we get the packaging right and develop the proper machine and weigh scales to meet within Health Canada standards and regulations for our gummies and our chocolates. So as 314 Pure grows and expands, the Paxium Group will be part of one of our biggest partners in the expansion growth of our company.